Well, the holiday weekend is almost over, and as you prepare to head back to work tomorrow, some of us, right? You'll want to make sure you don't forget the umbrella. Hello, and thanks for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Jurnee Taylor here with meteorologist Nathan Scott. Yeah, I mean, school is out, teachers are out, and I feel like that's a lot of the traffic, that's out and about during the weekdays. But we still have some people going to work tomorrow. The rain has been spotty.
It has been spotty, as expected.
Yeah.
We told you it was going to be very hit or miss for the most part, and there's still some isolated downpours out there, even as of this evening. So here's a radar loop, and you notice not too much showing up, and these are very tiny showers. Don't last very long at all, probably about 5 minutes or so, and then they're out of your neighborhood. But you see them dotted landscape here, Drew County, Calhoun County, also Ouachita County, and then we got a few downpours pretty close to Arkadelphia and also between Malvern and Caddo Valley. That one's drifting its way down to the south and southwest, and then one lone shower into White County. So these will stick around through the rest of the evening. Very small chance your neighborhood will get hit. A little band of some showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder moving in from Mississippi. That will pivot its way into Phillips County and eventually make its way into Arkansas County and Monroe County. So here's future radar through the rest of the evening. Small chance of isolated downpour, but then late tonight there could be more coverage of showers and thunderstorms here into north central and north Arkansas. Keep that rain gear close by throughout the day on Tuesday because we will have that chance of more on and off showers and maybe some thunderstorms. Visible satellite, lots of clouds to the east, more sunshine to the west. Allow the numbers to warm up into the low to mid 80s. Showers and thunderstorms, we're going to have to contend with them over the next several days as this unsettled weather pattern continues to be sticking around. I'll have more on that complete forecast coming up.
All right, Nathan, thank you. Here in Arkansas and around the country, ceremonies taking place to honor those who died while defending our country. One's just like this at the tomb of the unknown soldier in Virginia, where President Trump spoke and took part in a wreath-laying ceremony. Here at home, veterans and family members and state officials gathered at our state capitol to honor 4 service members who were awarded the Medal of Honor from President Trump. The 4 honorees include Private Samuel Johnson, First Lieutenant George Kenton Sisler, Gunnery Sergeant John Canley, and Private First Class Daniel Richmond Edwards, whose family was also there to speak about his legacy.
It was mainly the stories that were carried on by my family that helped me to really have a sense of who he was, and I felt like I've known him, even though I didn't have the opportunity.
And my father would say that we, as a family, look back on him and all that he did and was that he cherished the company and all the men that were around him.
Officials say the Medal of Honor serves as a recognition for these individuals, but also as a history lesson for the generations to come. The Department of Affairs also doing their part to honor the men and women lost in service with a ceremony at the Arkansas State Veterans Cemetery, a place officials say 14,000 people have been buried. State Congressman French Hill among the leaders in attendance, saying it is an honor to pay tribute to those who fought for our freedom.
And Memorial Day is when we come together to pay tribute to those who gave their life so that we have the freedoms that we love in this country and that we can go tune up the boat or barbecue today and have a great time with our families and kick off summer. But I think it's important for all of our families to just take a moment here on this solemn day and salute those who gave their life so that we enjoy the freedom that we have.
Congressman Hill added that it was an honor to see the men and women that showed up today to pay tribute. Memorial Day is also the unofficial kickoff to the summer, and even though pools in Little Rock and North Little Rock have yet to open due to weather, Maumelle has, making it the perfect time to remind you to stay safe while having fun. Here's CHV 11's Tanya Rodoziski.
Memorial Day weekend means paying tribute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice. It also marks the cliche, unofficial start to summer, a time kids look forward to trading homework for days hanging out at the pool. At the Maumelle Aquatic Center, Shataria Bateman with Parks and Rec says they're seeing a trend of searching hard for lifeguards.
That there's a shortage of lifeguards across the state. We were able to get enough lifeguards to open up our pool and stay operational for the season.
The center currently has 2 lifeguard vacancies, but Bateman says the staff is ready for summer.
All of our lifeguards just got recertified for the year, so they're all ready and watching.
She's also reminding everyone to follow safety rules.
Absolutely want people to think about the safety and making sure that they are keeping an eye on their children as well as others that are around them.
As the city of Maumelle adds events and things to do, Courtney Dunn with the city says there's many things to look forward to this summer.
This is, like you said, the kickoff to summer. We have lots of plans all over Maumelle. We have our 4th Fest is coming up at Lake Williston Park. We have events all year long at Millwood Station, which is our new food truck park.
She says the city plans to keep adding events over the summer.
Each year we do try to bring newer things to Maumelle, so we do collaborate with our local organizations and even residents. We love to hear from the residents on what they think we could add or bring in future years.
Where the kids are making a splash. In Maumelle, Tanya Motorozitsky, THV 11 News.
Oh, they were having a good time. Well, for more information on pool hours, costs, and upcoming events, head to our website, thv11.com. Another danger that comes as the summer approaches, teen safety on the roads, as the next 100 days are considered the deadliest for young drivers. It's a top cause of death among teens year-round, but spikes by nearly 30% between Memorial Day and Labor Day. So to reduce the risk, make sure you set clear rules and expectations with your teen, like telling them to always wear a seatbelt, stay off their phone, and limit the amount of other young people in the car. And speaking of the roads, we're continuing to follow gas prices. Today, the national average sits at $4.51 a gallon, nearly 50 cents more than a month ago, and a few cents less than it was on Friday. The hope, of course, is that it will continue to go down. And earlier today on social media, President Trump offered some optimism that would be the case, posting that negotiations with Iran are proceeding nicely. However, he also warned the U.S. would return to, quote, shooting if no agreement is reached.
No one has been more serious about the threat of a nuclear Iran than President Trump has been. And so I'm very confident, and we should all be very confident, that we're either going to have a good agreement or we're going to have to deal with it another way. We'd prefer to have a good agreement.
The potential deal would include Iran reopening the Strait of Hormuz and the U.S. dropping its blockade of Iranian ports. But despite Iran saying both sides agree on some issues, they add that the current proposal does not include any immediate deals on their nuclear program. Well, still to come here at 6, it's a big year for a big celebration. Meet World War II vet John W. Cornett as he shares his story of 100 years of life.
And we'll have to contend with wet weather through the rest of the work week, as the rain chances will be 40 to 50% Tuesday all the way through Friday, but then they start to step down going into the weekend and into early next week. I'm going to have a look at future radar and talk about how much more rain we could see as we say goodbye to the month of May.